There are many great FPS games on Roblox, but the one that gets overshadowed by its huge success is Undertow. Unlike other games, Undertow has fewer weapons to choose from, and the maps are a little bit different from most of the other Roblox games. This can make it seem intimidating at first, due to how different it is and what it offers, but don't let this stop you from expanding your capabilities in Roblox. Undertow was built for people with precise aiming skills, not for people who want a fast-paced shooter like most others on Roblox. The only map that is open for players to play at is the training camp. Players can test out their skills, try out different weapons, and see how long they can survive. Since it is a training camp, there are no bonuses or special effects. Which is the most underrated FPS game on Roblox? If you're a fan of FPS games and don't mind the realistic look, then you'll love Undertow. This is a game that was built for precision accuracy and not for fast-paced shooting. It is important to note that there will be no bonuses or special effects in this game because it is supposed to be used as a training tool. A lot of people hate Undertow because it doesn't offer much for players, so it's easy for players to overlook this game as opposed to the other games on Roblox. People who have played this game have enjoyed it for what it is, but many just end up looking past this game since there can be numerous other games for people to choose from. It is important to note that if you are a player who does not like the slow-paced gameplay of Undertow, then you won't like this one. Undertow doesn't have many weapons to choose from. You'll only be able to use the default weapon, which is the AK-47. This can be seen as a fault by some players, but these players are in the minority. How to play the most underrated FPS game on Roblox. Undertow is a game that was built for players with the ability to aim well, since the maps are relatively small and there are not many weapons to choose from. Remember that this game is still a work in progress, so there will be several glitches and bugs. Just because it's an unfinished game doesn't mean that you won't enjoy the gameplay. Remember that this game is on Roblox, and it will always be free to play, so you don't need to pay anything in order to enjoy the content. If you want to earn the Undertow badge, then you'll need to get 3 kills while only dying once in a match. The best way for players to earn kills would be using their ability to aim well since the maps are small, and there aren't many weapons with which they can use. Players also need to consider what team they're on before deciding which weapon they should use. What is the drawback most underrated FPS game on Roblox? If you are really into those games that are fast-paced and offer a lot of weapons for players to use, then you may not like Undertow. Remember that this game is supposed to be slow-paced and there aren't many guns available for players to use. It's easy to overlook this game as opposed to something like Koth or Jailbreak. If you aren't a fan of small maps, then you won't like Undertow, since the maps are generally smaller than most other Roblox games. This can make it easier for players who have good aiming skills, since they can make a lot more precise shots. As you play this game, you'll also notice that there are no art assets. This game is supposed to be about precision accuracy, and not for people who love art assets. Conclusion? Undertow is one of the most underrated FPS games on Roblox due to how different it is from other popular games like Koth or Jailbreak. It's important to note that Undertow was built for players with precision accuracy and the maps are relatively small. This can make it easier for players with good aiming skills to make lots of kills, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they will have an advantage over less experienced players. Since the game is still in development, there will be several bugs and glitches that can stop you from enjoying the gameplay. Overall, Undertow is a great FPS game for players who want to focus on precise accuracy instead of fast-paced gameplay. Many people overlook this game because they're more compelled to play something like Koth or Jailbreak, but if you give Undertow a try, you may enjoy the realistic style and you may have more opportunities to earn badges in the future.